Hello, Nick here from TechNuovo and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the Reolink Argus 2 wireless camera, but before that make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and follow us on all major socials at TechNuovo. We've also just started a podcast which we're quite enjoying. We talk about major tech news, tech related topics, games, and we give a rundown on the tech that's on our desks ready to be reviewed. Anyway, on to the Reolink Argus 2 security camera. The Argus 2 is a truly wireless external security camera and it includes all the usual features you would expect. That includes a 1080p image via a Starlight CMOS sensor with a 130 degree fixed lens, but you do get a 6x digital zoom as well. You also get night vision up to 8 meters, two-way audio, presence detection, it's IP65 rated, and you can even record customized voice alerts like "Hey punk, go away." On to the unboxing. In the box you get the camera itself, its associated removable battery, 2 mounts, 1 magnetic ball joint and 1 screw-in arm, a rubber casing, a USB cable, and all the wall fixings you need. Now Reolink offer a bundle which includes a small solar panel, which is pretty cool, and that's the version that we got sent. So in a separate box you get the solar panel and its own mounting arm. Full instructions, warranty details and warning stickers are also included. The camera itself is pretty sleek, it's egg-like in shape and sits easily within the palm of your hand. The battery is quite large, it makes up about 40% of the camera and it just clips into the top. The battery has a USB port which is used for charging. To the front of the camera is the lens with the presence detector below it, and then below that is the speaker. Although it's not very clear, the infrared lights are around the sensor itself. To the bottom, the camera has a dome recess with a screw fixing inside. This allows either of the mounts to be used. The magnetic ball joint is the easiest to use. It has a very strong magnet. Looks more discreet but offers less flexibility, while the arm mount sits away from the wall and offers almost endless flexibility on the positioning. Neither are particularly secure, anyone could pull the camera off the magnet or unscrew it if they needed to or wanted to. Both mounts can be installed into a masonry or plastered wall with the raw plugs and screws provided. There is a thin white rubber cover with a hood provided too, to protect the camera from the elements when outside. As for the solar panel, that comes with a black wall mount and a 4 meter long cable hardwired into the back of it, and that then needs to be plugged into the camera itself. The panel is black, there's very little going on, and it's roughly the size of an A5 piece of paper. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, and to get the most out of the panel you need to position it correctly. How and where to position is detailed in the instructions, and if that 4 meter cable is not long enough, you can purchase an extension lead for an additional 4.5 meters. There are 2 parts to the installation, the physical install and then the app setup. I chose to set the camera up first via the app prior to installing it onto a wall. Setup was very simple, it's a case of downloading the Reolink app on iOS or Android, create an account and then scan the camera's QR code with your smart device. The camera will be picked up and requests that the camera then scans the QR code shown on your smart device. After a couple of minutes, the camera was set up, connected to my network, and I was able to see footage from my smart device. Don't forget to charge the battery before you start setting up. I then had to install the camera and solar panel into position. Now I knew my Wi-Fi signal was poor in some areas of the garden, so I tried a couple of locations, found the signal wasn't ideal, and then settled on a spot in the back by my garage where I could get a good signal. I then installed the camera via the wall mount into a wooden post with the solar panel located nearby and directed as best I could to the sun. I used the wall mount joint over the ball joint because it was easier to insert the solar panel cable into the rear of the camera, which does mean the camera sits about an inch away from the wall, which is not achievable with the ball joint unless you angle the camera down. I plugged the solar panel in and you can see the battery is charging, as the battery icon within the app will do that battery filling up animation. And if you click into the battery options, it will also say it's charging. so I knew the solar panel was set up and working. Moving on to actual performance, the app is full of options and settings to fine-tune your setup. You've got display settings such as rotating the screen, adjusting the quality between 1080 and 720, 2 to 15 FPS and various bit rates. There are also PIR settings allowing you to adjust sensitivity, set schedules, or just turn it off altogether. You can adjust the post-motion recording duration, customize your own alarm voice recordings, and adjust notifications. You can live view your feed or playback footage that's been recorded via the app. Recordings can be via a micro SD card, which can be inserted into the camera, or you can save to the Reolink cloud service, but that's only available in the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand right now. When viewing the feed, you can take a snapshot, record directly to your smart device, change quality, sound the alarm, and use the two-way audio. You can of course view multiple cameras from the app if you have more than one set up. Now, I don't see the point in having a poor quality camera or setting a camera up on low settings. You just won't get the detail you need to identify things. With that in mind, I set the quality to its highest settings, inserted a 32GB micro SD card, and left the camera to do its thing for a week. The video and audio quality is good, and we'll insert a clip somewhere now for both day and night recordings. The image is clear enough, and 15 FPS offers a relatively smooth playback, which makes it more than capable of identifying faces and objects. You will notice near the edges there is a prominent fisheye effect, and also if you pinch and zoom into the footage via the app, you will begin to see some pixelation. The night vision works well and can identify objects up to 6 to 8 meters in front of it quite easily. The audio is clear and will pick up voices from a few meters away. Overall, one of the better images I've seen on a camera for quite some time. The solar panel appears to be working well. It's very hard to test, but over the course of the week I monitored the battery level with and without the solar panel plugged in. I had the camera set up to record alert only upon presence, and over the week daily detection was fairly similar each day, and I saw that when the solar panel was plugged in, the battery level decreased very little compared to when it wasn't plugged in. At no point did I see the battery level increase with the solar panel, but it definitely prolonged the battery life, and quite considerably. I even moved the panel to a second location to see if I could gain any more sunlight, but I didn't notice a difference. It's worth noting it is winter here while I'm testing this, with poor weather conditions and reduced sunlight hours. That being said, at $24.99 it's worthwhile getting to reduce the need to take the battery off and charge every 4 to 6 weeks. To round up, the Argus 2 is a discreet little camera packed full of features with a decent image for the price. The retail price today is £104, meaning it's cheaper than some products from competitors like D-Link and Netgear, yet the quality and functionality is near on the same. Reolink do actually offer a decent range of cameras, including a wireless pan and tilt camera, which I've not yet seen before. That is a wrap on today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all our future content. We're also active on Mixer, so go and check out some of our streams.